The On Cloudrunner 3 is here. This is On's everyday neutral daily trainer, and I'm Brandon with Fleet Feet, and we are going to break this one down for you. All right, and while this shoe is mainly intended for the roads and for running specifically, this is also a great shoe that can pair as a lifestyle option as well. This will be great for day-to-day walking, going to the gym, running errands. This is a type of shoe that you don't just have to run in. It's more of a run to gym shoe as well. It does fall into that daily trainer category, so it does make it a pretty versatile option. And a shoe like this is gonna be great for easy run days, long run days, and just recovery miles, kind of those easier, slower days, but you just want to gobble up a ton of miles. While you could pick up the pace in the shoe, On has a lot of other speedier options out there, and I would actually recommend building a line around this shoe rather than using this one shoe for everything that you do. Let's just deep dive and learn a little bit about the materials, some of the technology, some of the changes here, and really get into it. But before we can do that, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us as we continue to put out new videos for all of you. And let's just get some specs out of the way. The weight of the shoe comes in at 8.8 ounces or 250 grams for the men's model and 7.4 ounces or 211 grams for the women's model. And right off the bat, I gotta say, this is a very lightweight shoe. And the use of the shoe really comes in as an everyday daily trainer, and it's best intended for the roads. And the price of the shoe comes in at $160. So let's move on to the upper and work our way down to the midsole, the outsole, and talk about the ride. And first thing right off the bat that you notice is this clean, white, really strikingly beautiful upper. This is one of the things that I enjoyed the most about this shoe, is just the actual look of the shoe. I personally enjoy the look of On shoes. I really enjoy the way that they're nice and clean cut, they're minimal, and they really just leave only the things you need and not anything else in there that's just kind of like extraneous or not really needed in the shoe. And something about this upper just really speaks to the consistency of On running shoes and the aesthetic of the On brand in general. This shoe does have a pretty standard lacing system, something you'd expect in a lot of daily trainers, though I will say that the actual lacing system itself was slightly wider than I was expecting, but I have a pretty narrow foot, so for someone like myself, it was just a matter of cinching up those laces a little bit more than usual. But then I really found my lockdown, I really found my fit, and I had no issues with the upper in terms of a fit perspective. Though one of the reasons why I didn't have any issues with a fit perspective was because of the gusseted midfoot wrap and that tongue here. It just has this really nice, comfortable feel during step in, and I really enjoyed how much ample padding there was in the heel collar and the tongue. And something that I found that On really prioritized here was a balance between a breathable light upper but a cushioned fit as well. So there is quite a bit of cushioning and padding in the heel collar and the tongue like we talked about, but then you've got this mesh upper that's nice and breathable in the toe box, and there's just enough room in your toes for toe splay. And while this shoe fit great for my foot, that may not always be the case for everyone else. And so the best thing to do is actually walk into your local Fleet Feet store, go get your foot scanned and go through the fit ID and outfitting experience. Go see what your foot scan is like. Go find out all of the information about your feet and figure out what is going to be best for you, whether it's this On shoe or another one. Now, moving on to the midsole, from the second model to the third model, you can tell that there are some visible changes here. On does keep with their traditional Helion midsole technology, though I gotta say, this one did feel a bit softer than the second model. And the overall geometry of the midsole has changed. The pods and the bubble-like structure have been a little bit more re-engineered, and I think that that's to provide a bit of a smoother ride in transition, and I gotta say, I really like it. It reminds me a lot of the similar technology and feel in the Cloud Surfer series. And really what this new re-engineering provides, and what On was trying to get here, was ample support. So if you're someone who needs additional support, needs that extra protection on foot, and you're looking for a bit of a more stable ride, then something like the On Cloudrunner is gonna be a great option. And this lightweight Helion Superfoam does more than just provide a stable ride. It also protects you from impact absorption as well. So when you are landing, whether that's in your heel, in the midfoot, or in the forefoot of this shoe, you've got this nice CloudTech technology that's going to take all of that shock absorption and be able to spring you into your next stride. And this is a great shoe whether you're a beginner or someone who trains 4, 5, or even 7 times a week. And it really does just allow you to run at your natural running cadence without really providing any changes to your gait or to your running experience. One other thing that I do really enjoy about this shoe was this asymmetrical heel clip in the back, which just helps provide a little bit more of a lockdown fit in the heel. Though the stack of this shoe is on the lower side, and it comes in at 31 in the heel and 23 in the forefoot with an 8mm drop. So for someone who does like a bit of a lower profile option, this could be a good choice for you. And with the outsole, while there were no issues with traditional rubber coverage and our team didn't really have any issues with it, I will say one thing that I did really like about it was how wide the outsole actually is and the base of the shoe is. So you will have that nice stable feel on the ground and you're not going to be wobbling left or right in your stride. But the real question is, who is the Cloudrunner 3 really best for? Well, this shoe is really great for someone who's looking for a no frills daily trainer that can really work through a majority of your daily training miles, whether that's easy runs or long runs. And it's really great for someone who's looking for a bit of a lifestyle crossover option, someone who's looking for a bit of style, but also wants something that's functional as well. And it's a great shoe for someone who likes to go to the gym and likes to work out on their off days when they're not running as well. But if you wanted to learn even more about this shoe or even get your hands on it, you can go to our blog at fleetfeet.com and learn even more about it, or you can walk into your local Fleet Feet store and try this one on for yourself. And if you want to learn even more about running shoes in general, you can follow us right here on our YouTube channel and stay up to date when a new video comes out.